Are you trying to make your analysis and reports speak for themselves? If yes, then the use of conditional formatting becomes even more important. Conditional formatting not only adds color and life to your reports, but they also help to direct the attention of the users to the highlights and the lowlights within your data. Watch this video till the end as I will show you with examples how to make use of conditional formatting. Hi, my name is Sabya and I help companies manage and analyze their data. And if you would want to see more such Excel and analytics related videos, then do hit the subscribe button. Conditional formatting is a feature in Microsoft Excel that allows you to apply formatting to cells that meet the required criteria. It is used most often as color-based formatting to highlight or differentiate the information showed in the report. In the first example, we will see conditional formatting by referencing to a value in Excel, and by doing this, the formatting becomes dynamic. As the value changes in the given cell, the formatting criteria also changes, making your report dynamic. Now let me take you to my computer screen and show you how to do a dynamic conditional formatting. So here is the data that we will be applying the conditional formatting upon, and here are the questions. So the first question that we have here is highlight representative named Jonas. So the name of the representative is in column D. So what we will do is, in order to apply conditional formatting, the names in column D, you need to highlight everything, all the names. That's the first thing we do. Once the names are highlighted, then under home, click under conditional formatting. Under conditional formatting, click on new rule. Once you click on new rule, small dialog box opens. It says new formatting rule, and under that it has got various options over here. What we will want to do is format only cells that contain. Select that cell value, we'll keep it as it is cell value. Between, so it gives us lot of options over here. It is between, not between, equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, or less than or equal. So for now, what we are trying to do is we are trying to find out Jonas in this entire list. So we need to use the condition which is equal to, and then you click over here and let us select that cell which has Jonas. Click on Jonas. Now the format, once you have highlighted the cell where the condition is, click format, and after you click on format, under fill we need to select the color. Right now it shows us light green, so let us just keep it light green and click OK. Click OK once again. There you go. The conditional formatting is applied and everything that is named as Jonas is highlighted over here. So what we just did is a dynamic conditional formatting. If you go ahead and change this name from Jonas to, say for example, Gill, G-I-L-L, Gill, it will only highlight the name of the representative with the name Gill. Smith, let's type Smith. So it only highlights Smith. That is the reason I say this is dynamic. Now let's look into the other one that we have, or the second conditional formatting example that we need to cover is show unit cost in the following format. So the unit cost is in this column over here, which is in column F. Now we need to show everything that is above 75 in green, then above 50 in amber, and the rest everything needs to be less than or equal to 50 in red. So let us see how we will do that. For that, the first thing I will do is we will select everything in this column, because this is the data range that I need to apply the conditional formatting on. Selected this, click on conditional formatting, and then I click on new rule. Again I select the second one, format only cells that contain, cell value keep it as it is, between. So right now I will use another condition over here which is less than or equal to. Click that and then click over here and we select 50, and then the format, we need to set the format. So the format will be red color with white font. So click on font, and here you will see automatic. Under font, click white, click OK, and you will see how the format will look like over here. If you are fine with this, just go ahead and click OK. Immediately the conditional formatting comes into picture over here, and everything that is less than or equal to 50 will become red. Now let us go ahead and do a conditional formatting in the same column. in the same data set where above 50 is amber in color. Again, what we do is go into conditional formatting, click on new rule, format cells that contain, keep it cell value. Now this is going to be greater than, click here 50, and format, I will put it as, I don't want to change anything in the font, so I won't do anything in the font section. Rather, I will go into the fill and I will select amber over here. Click OK and click OK. Immediately the conditional formatting comes into effect and you will see everything above 50 now turning amber in color. Now let us go ahead and do the third conditional formatting, which is anything above 75 needs to be in green color. Again, what we do is click on conditional formatting and then we click on new rule. Under new rule, select the second one, format only cells that contain cell values. This time again we will do is greater than 75, format green in color. Click OK, click OK. Immediately conditional formatting comes into picture over here. Again, this is a dynamic one since we have referenced the cells over here. Now let us try to change this value over here and try to make it 85 maybe. Hit enter. You will see the formatting again changing. So this is dynamic again. Or the third example, that is highlight amounts in total between 100 and 500. This is the column that we need to make the changes to, and we need to highlight within the range that is in between 100 and 500 only, and they will be brown in color. So for that, again, what we will do as usual, get into conditional formatting, new rule, click the second one, cell value. This time the condition that we will be using is in between. So this time we will use the condition in between. The first condition or the first number will be 100 and the second number will be 500. The format, now we need to specify the format. So for that, what we will do is the format is dark brown and the font is white in color. Automatic, make it white. Click OK. This is how it will look. It will show you a preview of it. Just click OK. Immediately the formatting is done. Simple. Now again, this is again dynamic as seen earlier. Let's try to change this value and see what happens. Let's make it 200 and let's see, and immediately the color changes for the cells. So that was the first way to simply have a dynamic cell value as the reference for your conditional formatting. Now in the second example, we will see how to dynamically select or format the entire row. And for this we will use formulas within conditional formatting in order to determine which cells to format. Let's get back to my computer screen and see how that can be done. So here is the same data again, but this time what we need to do is we need to look out for the word east that will be in this data set in column C over here. Anything with the region as east needs to be highlighted. So this needs to be highlighted, then even this needs to be highlighted, and all the other entries that have region as east needs to be highlighted. How do we do that? For that, the first step is we highlight the entire data set that we have. Once the data is highlighted, get into conditional formatting, new rule. Under new rule, we will go with the last one, which is use a formula to determine which cell to format. Here we will put a very simple formula, is equal to the first entry that I have in column C, that is C3, is equal to the value that I'm looking for, which is this one. But here one slight change I need to do. I just need to make sure that I am making the row as constant. For that, what I will do is I will just delete the column section over here and I will just make the row as constant over here. And under format, what I will do is I want to make that entire row as yellow in color, so I will click yellow, click OK. This is how it will look. If you're fine with the formatting, just click OK. There we go. The conditional formatting is already applied. Now let's test it. Now let us go ahead and instead of east, let us type in west. You see only 3 lines for the west. Let's try central. So many lines with central. So that is how you basically do or apply conditional formatting to the entire row using formulas. Using conditional formatting to be able to select an entire row is really helpful, especially if you're designing and implementing a dashboard. Now, quite similar to using conditional formatting to highlight a row, you can also highlight an entire column if a certain criteria is met. Again, that can be done using formulas within conditional formatting. Again, let's get back to my computer screen and see how to use conditional formatting to highlight an entire column. Now what we will try to do is we will try to apply conditional formatting to the entire column. So what I've done over here is I have created a drop down list of the column headers that we have, and I have covered how to create drop down list in one of my earlier videos. You could find the link on the top of this video. Do check it out in case if you would want to go ahead and know more about data validation. So now in order to apply conditional formatting to the entire column, what we will do is we will select the entire data. And how do we do it? Click anywhere inside the data and do Ctrl A one time, or the other way, as I always say, is manually go ahead and select everything in the data set. Once everything is selected, then we get into conditional formatting. Under conditional formatting, new rule. Under new rule, we go to the last one again. We will use a formula. So use a formula to determine which cell to format. We will select the first item in this entire data set, or the first entry basically. That will be this one is equal to whatever is my criteria. My criteria is total. Since we are trying to apply the conditional formatting to the entire column, we need to make sure that we are fixing the column over here. And how do we do it? Remove the $sign from the beginning of this. Once that is done, click on format. Under format, the format that we want to. So right now it is dark blue with white font. So dark blue with the font as white. Click OK. This is how it needs to look like, and click OK. There we go. Since total is highlighted, that is the reason the entire column under total is highlighted. Now let's try to use something which is rep. If we click on rep, immediately the representative name gets highlighted. Similarly, if we click on order date, the dates get highlighted. So now with this third section covered, I will conclude the first part of this conditional formatting series. And remember, conditional formatting is a very important tool to visualize the data, and it automatically applies formatting such as colors to the selected cells. So what are you guys now waiting for? Go ahead and try them on your system, and let us know in the comments below how you plan to use conditional formatting in your reports. If you found this video useful, then hit the like button, and be sure to subscribe to Analytics with Sabya YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.